go over to the Fortune 500 companies first and say, tell me about your problems.
Exactly.
I want to hear about them first. And then I'm going to go look for a solution for them. Is that right?
That's right.
And this is different from other VC firms. This is different from other investors in general, because the guys in Silicon Valley, the VCs there, are they doing anything like that?
Look, there are phenomenal venture funds in Silicon Valley, right? And great partners and people with great experiences. I think it's the ability to combine those two, paired with the fact that we're in New York City with the geographical density of all these Fortune 500 customers that, quite frankly, you can't get in Silicon Valley. And then paired lastly with our ability to help be that matchmaker and help close customers and oftentimes multi-million-dollar contracts for our portfolio companies. And we always say, especially at the early stage where we're investing, customers are like oxygen. So each customer that you can lock in on the enterprise side helps you live another day.
You had talked about the technology in Silicon Valley as being cool tech. Does that make the technology that you do here on the East Coast to enterprises boring tech or old tech? I mean, how would you, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but how would you describe it as a counterpoint to the cool tech?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 7 years ago when we launched, when we tell people we invest in enterprise software, they'd be like, well, what is that, right? And New York City at the time was very much ad tech, e-commerce focused, right? Some incredible companies, but enterprise software was not on the map then. In fact, MongoDB was only just getting started in the early days. Datadog was, I think, getting their seed funding. And it's, of course, you can see now how well they've done in the public markets. And so we actually track the fundings of New York City enterprise software and the venture investing they receive. And just this year alone in 2021, the first half, there was $7 billion of venture investing into New York City enterprise startups. And just a year ago, a quarter of that went into early stage startups. So what that means is that there's more and more early stage startups. These startups are then also going on to raise Series A, Series Bs, or pre-IPO. And so there's so much opportunity right now. And that's why we're so pumped that there's no better time to be investing in early stage enterprise here in New York.